Daddy Lumba te ase no se eyam papa se one Akosua Serwaa ewo marriage certificate na yewo evidence say Daddy Lumba sa kware under customary law awaware odo Broni under customary law ye chi Daddy Lumba charge for bigamy eyeye civil marriage ni yamfa customary law emfa ngu no what the customary law the good civil marriage enyeye Akosua Serwaa de ensa abase won power na enka wase ye gua ware no under the law untimi emfa custom emfa ngu civil marriage because say adan a one Daddy Lumba Ghana ha 15 years and Akosua Serwaa Germany 15 years ne ade. There is no number of years betimi aka say separation will amount to divorce. It won't happen anywhere under the law. Say odo Broni ni Daddy Lumba ewo emma. Enkra no ye legitimate children of Daddy Lumba. But the status of odo Broni as a wife no cannot even arise. Emra ne che say wonya yere na se okotene nipa no 100 years esom na 100 years owu a wonya yere abusua pani entimi mama gina wo se enam se wasom na 100 years nti oba be yere ma ne yeye o yere anye ye ba akopɛ the law is the law. If there is a valid marriage between Akosua Serwaa and Daddy Lumba, it means that odo Broni now has been shortchanged.
Abusua a high global fence within the cyber no kase me gina Kumasi High Court ye ba bidin komafa ya nkase legend Daddy Lumba si ano wuye no ensem bebre na eboba ensem ni bia kopie court amazisi abusua no ayeyo no adane trouble na ayesa na wose metweban obi a onim emra mu na wa educate kakra na wohwe mensani fa so amene eye lawyer panyini pa a wo Kumasi na ma mentwemben no na o introduce no mami followers na also yinti nkoma eto aso me boss akwaba
Yeah.
na mpacho mudin na ya na emudu ya mintimi introduce enche me public so wa betimi introduce ho ama
David Mensa.
okay ba say ya no mo say Esquire or civil
Esquire normally ya na say yan krata na ye de hyeso
okay
ba say me bɔ medin ano an say me bɔ medin
okay
aba obetimi aka say medin de maybe lawyer say but normally na ya na nhye dan ho hia
okay
no an say medin de David Mensa
okay
me a lawyer
me that say pacho me sure say what e de yanka say Daddy Lumba legend ni wachi no nsensema eboba na wa kwade wo emra mu no eye ne first wife e de akokɔ say yemfa injunction ento eye ayeyo no ye ba ne emra mu a etise wo
no kra Daddy Lumba nsɛm ne de asa nsɛm pi na ma di case na chia follower menye lawyer emma abusua no ana say na yere na owa brochire no da bi me de menka case no ho ba ne amenim ni say ma di akire won say lawyer de asemba oso tumi di akire a etitie mo hwe say sen na emra ne sikɔ sen na nsɛm na ankasa sitie fact na wo ho na emra ne sen na sitie ni nyina for educational purposes intended ma di akire pa anti ase ma study law no na ma hwɛ nsɛm a ɛkɔ so no ase for educational purposes no betumi abaka me bi kakra eden afa ho
na sisia no wo de akɔ court no ebetuma ba say asɛm na ono de court no kremu wo sa say Daddy Lumba aye no ho ade wo Germany ye de ba Ghana so aye odo Broni so Daddy Lumba be ye no ho ade wo Ghana ha wo amamre kwa so no ensusu edam ne say
okay say na tie no say lawyers ne obi bi a friend no subjudice say asɛm wo court a ya na ye ntan go into the merits of the matter nti Broni no keke na me go into the merit of the matter because etiamra because I was a court no bo na was a court to determine say we ye yere anas we ye say ba me no emra na me de betoto ho say na be ya amansan obia behu say na mra anasitie say na tie na court no so de to ho a obia behu say yes court no edi asampa na say sa na tie na normally no ye ka yere a ya na ye wo Ghana no ye obe amra be miensa obetimi de aye obi ho ade nti obi be friend of customary law marriage ye nananom mamre kwan so senia obema ware oba eno wo ho ena ye wo Islamic marriage ye nananom nkramofo kwan amofa so ware oba ena ye wo marriage by ordinance and as civil marriage. Civil marriage no so na ya na say a court aware and as aware ye no so dem na aso dem aware no kra enye ni nyina ya na ye wo omo a amra na a register wo mo to be marriage officers nti enye sofo bia na obetimi ahira ware so mana den ayeye ye wo mo a amra ama mo ho kwan se o betimi a superintendent over marriage and even venue no be bia ye aware na nkasa say ye wedding aso dan a ye wo mo akasa no that place must be approved. And tenye be bia ontimi konko gina be bi say me ye wedding no wagina be say wo ye wedding no anya sanete be bia wo ye wedding ankasa must be approved by the law. And nipa na was pretending over the marriage na ankasa so must be licensed to do so.
Okay.
Anti say obi a sofo na say onye license na so kokohira ware bi say ordinance marriage enye asamba na say kokota court me bagu. Yes anete. Na Ghana emra na Germany mra no ya na on ye obi be friend conflict of laws but I no men komu bebre but say as kira ne say aware a eye ordinance marriage na say eye monogamous marriage say be ma be ware oba ba akopɛ say egitum wo Ghana ha na say Germany nso gitum a Jama ware ye gitum Ghana man ye enti so obi ko ware o ye Ghana ni na so kokko ware e wo Germany onye Ghana ni kura na so e Germany ni kura so ware o Germany na so betena Ghana ha eche say watena Ghana ha so many months na say ana ware no asemba ho a e kokko to Ghana ha eyeye sanete
so ko tena Germany hono
kwa yes awa ware o Germany mra kwan so o de ba Ghana ha na se asemba ho a Ghana court di a eyeye
wow
nti enye se bia nam se nipa na ware o Germany nti na se o ba Ghana ha Ghana ware different Germany ware different enye sanity da enye sanity
na sisi ano ye ka odobro ni so that Lumba ekoye no ade ewo amamre kwan so sisi ano so prese that Lumba so aye no ade e ba sa na emra no betimi aye bibia fa ho
say na tie on say na making say menye lawyer o case nim
okay
but may come based on facts are available and are making so for purposes of education.
Sure.
Yes. Say na tie say obi ware under ordinance and civil law German law and one no ware second wife bi animu bi just like that anti ade no na sometimes the sentiments ewura cases mo and I say bia ye nananum ne ofa no mo wo abonten bia na o na say ni say I know your sentiment ye wo law ye wo mra e wo ho na ye wo sa be fie nioma no kwakuba ko kan o say pocket lawyer na ye pocket lawyers no asema tie senate esitie nie say ye obi ware under ordinance and also under the civil law and one want to know ware nipa obi anka ho biem and is assuming I am assuming because me who marriage certificate between Daddy Lumba and Akosua Serwaa me who intimi but I am assuming say some person aware bi course so na say civil marriage between Daddy Lumba and Akosua Serwaa e wo Germany and one no e basa na oba fufuro bia as to whether say ya baba ye no ho ade wo fie anase then and the law will not recognize that second marriage.
Court the board our in
No credit eba akope sanity no credit eba akope that is the law and sana mrane sitie o kosroba from sana mrane den tie o du court judge na de mrane beto pepe sitie sanity there is no way marriage by the ordinance and as a civil marriage we said to me a worry under customary law akaho and as even under another ordinance enye ye o yesa na enye ye no credit eba akope
myen hwade wa ho on say no so obi ware e wo amamre kwan so obi tuma ware bia kekankan
sanity enti ye ne amamre kwan so no say o ware ba ko a obetimi a ware dodo e wo amamre kwan so e de aka ho enu de limit bia nya den eni ho enti say ya nananum kramofo de no eno ware ba ko obetimi a ware be 4 na omo caveat ne say obetimi a den ahwe saa ama no that is a caveat but nananum amamre kwan so de ye ni caveat bia obetimi a ware edu aduonu obetimi a ware obi ansi nya opedi obi ansi won kwan but say wo so ware under custom wontimi mama ware second wife no under ordinance eno so basa tiamra Nti sɛ wopɛ sɛ woware dodoɔ deɛ a strictly by customary marriage, simple. And one no nti wontimi nware under custom and nkɔnkɔka sɛ mekɔware second wife under ordinance, no. And I wontimi nware under ordinance and ma meka sɛ mebɛware under second wife under custom ɛnyɛ yie saa. Ɛyɛ na lawyer for yɛwɔ expression bi say the two are mutually exclusive. Say we egyina hɔ a wode we bɛka ho a ɛnyɛ yie saa na teɛ. And nti sɛ wopɛ sɛ ware dodoɔ deɛ a strictly go by customary law marriage. Sɛ wopɛ sɛ ware baako nso a go ordinance, simple. And nti sɛnea Daddy Lumba asɛm no si teɛ ne deɛ sɛ ampa sɛ ɔne Akosua Serwaa aware under German law a any other marriage be a null and void.
Wow.
And court no kura hu sɛ NC.
And this is the situation Akosua Serwaa edu brebi a ɔsɛ aware wentimi to aso bi ɛma ɔde ensa ekoma Daddy Lumba busuafo ɛma Daddy Lumba ka sɛ dentam na sɛ bi no ɔya na ne ho mfa no kakra no ɔsɛ wɔnkɔ this year no ɔmo gye nsa ne deɛ but court no so ɔman kuku no ɛwɔ aware ɛbɛ ha adwen wɔ ɛhɔ nso ana
oh saa ensa ne deɛ nka hwee no kura deɛ yes nka hwee sei na teɛ ahun sɛ aware no sɛ na msi kan sɛ me hu certificate no but I am assuming sɛ ampa marriage be course between Akosua Serwaa and Daddy Lumba ɛwɔ Germany. That marriage is civil marriage. Civil marriage in yɛmfa customary law ɛmfa ngu no. What the customary law ɛdi gu civil marriage a ɛnyɛ yie. Enti sɛ Akosua Serwaa de ensa aba sɛ wɔmpa aware no a ɛnka wɔ sɛ yɛgu aware no under the law. Untimi mfa custom and for good civil marriage. Nobody should even try to do that. It's as simple as that. And it's a open say you just go by the law and get the marriage dissolved by the court. And this is what in Sako an answer separation. It becomes say or ne Daddy Lumba at Ghana ha 15 years. And Akosua Serwaa Germany 15 years near. Look, there is no number of years between separation or amount to divorce. It won't happen anywhere under the law. Yes. And to pound when we yere obi anko tena ne baby ko krom no so nko ni krom 20 years 30 years. Mo anko court anko gu aware na say ordinance marriage by the ordinance na say mo anko gu aware na e dey aware no subsisted. Subsisted. 100 years kran subsisted. And kyerɛ sɛ wotu fie na obi so ti ne fie wo bɔ obra ono so bɔ ne bra nti aware na gu enui normally no ɛyɛ na yɛ nananom kasa ansɛm no just because sometimes ɛyɛ na ɛsɛ obi ne obi ware ntɔkwa kra wɔ mu na ya can loosely say aware no kra gu saa na ɛyɛ na yɛ nananom ka but yɛ ka emra kasa sɛ yɛ ka emra kwan so pa sɛ aware na gu aware na enui aware no yɛ kwan yɛ fa so egu no enti wuntimi nkyana sɛ anka sɛ enam se maame no eti Germany Daddy Lumba eti Ghana ha nti aware na gu dabi
so gu na kom court
exactly it doesn't matter the number of years or ma separate and as or matena apart it doesn't matter I was so court na kokko gu no wan court an gu na e da wo ho aware da wo ho wo ye dan a e wo ho
okay and yenhwe lawyer yenhwe no say Daddy Lumba ba Ghana no woni odogbo nso awo club 7 a ti see almost o maka ho no ma omo depend o mo ma no so is that emra no betimi aboa ma sisia no se bia japade bia na betimi aboa odogbo ni nso
senior masia ka no say yampa say aware bi so ye ordinance or civil marriage between Akosua Serwaa and Daddy Lumba odogbo ni ba mu a enye that's the first thing I was out to say. However, say odogbo ni Daddy Lumba ewo emma me name the number of kids but say a year 5 and 6 and 7 and krano ye legitimate children of Daddy Lumba but the status of Broni as a wife no is not it cannot even arise or that be oya yira enye and say Daddy Lumba japade ni sane omane na normally Broni emma na oni Daddy Lumba awo mo no omo and a benefit under the estate of Daddy Lumba. By extension, no na Broni aba be benefit under the children. but yen ka say odo Broni eye kunani anaso a surviving spouse enu nti ye ma ne bi na yen koma nkura ne bi ansa na Akosua Serwaa nso akonya ne de ente sa nti baja pade asemo a eya na emma no de omo the law will recognize them as children and I can say children okra ya na your children are more dependent and your children are ya no manyini but normally your akra bia ne papa na wo no legitimate however say akra no eye under ye ware ne mama ansa na ye wo no anase ye wo no ansa na ye ware ne mama or a legitimate child and the person has the right or the child has the right to benefit under the estate of that Lumba.
Okay.
But say Kobane say ampa say there's a civil marriage between Akosua Serwaa and that Lumba there. Then that customary marriage between Odo Broni and that Lumba will not suffice. Enya dia begina. Ejina yenye.
And yanka se bi dia dan se abusua pending sembe tuja se ono no nim Akosua Serwaa no onim Odo Broni. Ade pressure bi na Odo Broni family de manana.
Well, me nimu dear, on some can say me nyom lawyer and ntimi nchire, but me make on the general law say na tie. Now, ye ka warrior on ye ordinance marriage and say civil marriage. Enye abusua penny that determine who is a wife. It is the law and sanity. Enye abusua penny. Enti abusua penny ntimi medik ntimi ma me ka say or no be recognize this person over this person. No. If there is marriage under the ordinance, that ends it. Abusuapeni kabia enyeye ayamra no. Nti say abusuapeni be ka say me recognize Odo Broni because on atena da Lumba ho saa ma da Lumba de yare ni ade. Fine, sabe ye fie nyansa na ya na ye de kasa asem ye na nanam de kasa asem say oba watena ni kunu ho ama wabre ama be ma na free mu de ono na busuafo no we say ono na bre wo be ma no ho but we na ye law emra na ye ka emra no de emra no che say wonya yere na say okotena nipa no ho 100 years esom na 100 years owu a wonya yere abusuapeni entimi mama gina wo say enam say wasom na 100 years nti oba be ye yere ma na yeye o ye yere anye ye wow sanity. And at the end of the day, no, say eba, say abusua penny no, say once abusua penny no lawyers. Yeah. I think say near Akosua they will all rethink about the whole thing, and sometimes say na emotions and so etim be rare cases in mo. Into abusua penny no so the way I see who know in interviews am here no, oh nim dear. Aha, and I'm so nim dear into me. Sure say they will rethink about the whole thing. Say they will organize themselves well. And then maybe approach the lawyers of Akosua Serwaa. Then they will put things in order because the law is the law. There is no way done a marriage under the ordinance into a customary marriage. Oh yes, marriage ya contracting marriage under the ordinance. Won't me make say na me abusua penny me recognize it. Obi ya warren under custom enyeye it's as simple as that. There is no debate about this matter at all. And that debate shouldn't have even enka was a background from the beginning.
Okay, lawyer you be jam wa kwanim so why busy na say getete say that Lumba so ye ro na say we no ye no say in favor of Odo Broni as see so no mra ne kire say warren wo amamre kwan so Akosua Serwaa nso ekonom mra mo betimi asewo na that Lumba ye na
the law of Wales is a very strict law. The law of Wales are very very strict. And say Akosua Serwaa if he say ajapade bi wo ba bi na say ebia one no mienu na ye ya obetimi atie mama na ye and principle be a friend of reasonable provision for a spouse. And your strict laws are govern wills. And say that the Lumba will obetimi aye will no e de ajapade ni bi ache Akosua Serwaa no the bi nso ache Odo Broni and no dey make sense. The law will accept it. Unless say ebia lawyers na be kwa challenge the validity of the will. Validity of the will. Say ebia will aye ka ho asem kra no, enye Daddy Lumba na ye will no. No, the lawyers can go and challenge the validity of the will. But say will no obi agitum say ampa will when Daddy Lumba na ye ya. Let's say why na will you have to just comply by the dictate of the will. Unless say and crown a woman no and I say yeah well and crown yeah dependent. So the court will make reasonable provision for them. And there was strict ways apply the law of wills as against surviving spouse and children. But when you know brother Daddy Lumba babia de 35 years na de na se ne papa anche na japade bia on will mu a untimi challenge untimi nya hwe untimi nya hwe o papa no o se ne will what the 28 years 30 years o se wa ma o hwe wona japade mu ade na betimi an untimi nya hwe. However, the law will intervene. So crown or baby about 10 years 11 years 12 years underage, the law will intervene. But se nipa na nyini na se Daddy Lumba bana so say me bana me ncha hwe o me will mu. There is nothing that you can do. That is the law.
Ye be ko no afutu ben na wo de ma obi a ono so wa ware wo emra kwan so asan ko ware wa mamme mu a no so e bia da kira je bitum so de nsembia city said e happen with Daddy Lumba dey.
Oh yeah, afutu na ye de ma ye nuanom obi a citizen so baby a obi a say eya na ware no ye de mra ato ho. Anya say sorry na wo ko ware enya na sa. And say wonim say wa ware under the ordinance. Na say aware no wo mpa go through the legal ways of divorce. Na nya certificate. Unya decree na then you can go ahead and remarry. And tisa na say why wadwen say me de maware ba me ne me area separate obite wotini baby miso mitin baby. Me kwa ware oba foforo eno ne friend bigamy a criminal offense. Yes, ye chiwa eyeye. Example, Daddy Lumba te ase no se eyam papa se one Akosua Serwaa ewo marriage certificate ena yewo evidence say Daddy Lumba sa ware under customary law awaware odo Broni under customary law ye chi Daddy Lumba a charging for bigamy eyeye sanity sanity because who knew who can say was say so ware under ordinance now what's ware under customary law. You don't have that right to do so. So if you want to marry more women, you just go under customary law and marry more women. And if you tell a man for say so won't pet a warrior would take a CNS of fee say say a warrior no you guna go through the legal means you go warrior no then you then you peace of mind. So enti sana say what ya hwa tena hwa oba no were right asamba oba no be wa invoke that kind of right and the court will enforce it. There is no two ways about it. The court will enforce it. The court will enforce it against you. Quite recently na case be a mayor similar one omo Italy oba no is omo move from Italy to London. Na adanya omo ware wo Italy omo ko do London na ware no according to by say na esi kan ware na gu but omo ankwan ko gu ware no e wo court abema so oye my ex-wife and me ka chan say onye ex-wife or your wife no officer group na yedie but oye no wife enti say wo pese gu ware na go to the legal means na gu ware no na san ko ware oba foforo enti sa second wife na wo de na eba no wo de ne beto asemu. Example, assuming said there is valid marriage between Akosua Serwaa and Daddy Lumba, it means that although Broni now has been shortchanged. Yes, the marriage, the law will not recognize it. Says okay, send wanyama our friends our relationship. Into a relationship, a marriage, no. Properly so called, it is not a marriage. Okay. Unless, of course, there is no valid marriage between Akosua Serwaa and Daddy Lumba. And the one said, my conditions. And the condition is that there is a valid marriage between Akosua Serwaa and Daddy Lumba. Ebasana, although Broni cannot, the marriage, the law will not recognize it. but sekobane say aware no aye ka say between Daddy Lumba ene Akosua Serwaa sa aware no kra na eni ho agu kra dadaada e ba sa de a odo Broni would then have the right. But you see, I would say Akosua Serwaa lawyers I sure rate. Now I got the opportunity to read through the rate, the pleadings are more apart from the court, and reliefs are almost per court in the grant ma wo. Osha clearly utimu say aware bi eden e wo because aware ni wa and can the lawyers no Akosua Serwaa lawyers no enko court enko make those allegations serious allegations no mo make it. So mutimi prove the court will give it to them. Yes, anete. Sana ebasa na odo Broni will find herself wanting. That is the truth. It's so painful, but that is the law. We are who share enye. Enu nti na ye afutuo ma ye ne nyina say wote aware bi ase na se wo mpa guno na kokko ware foforo. Saa nso na oba a wo be ma be ware o. Se okase one oba bi aware a eya abusa no se aware no agu ana. Se agu kra na obetimi abusa na for marriage certificate. Or prove marriage certificate no na kire se ampa wagu aware no na won na koso adan aware sanye sa na se odonti o say mate se one ne ex wife jai one ne ex wife aware na gu so wanya evidence look I'm sorry ebedu mpempenso obi no be hun say the marriage yanguna your marriage is null and void. Yes,
whether your foot would the Magana ni bia because Ghana scafoni bi for 2 e bi for 3 so ye oba bi na oti aware bi se sa dia
Kenya for 2 or 3 wa hu bi da
it is all ho na why dey wa hwe what the video ya to hunfo and as asema ACC what this time no dey to hunfo ene eye me ankasa me boss lawyer David ena ehwe nkomo uba kumase ne Ghana ha or one of the lawyers what the was manner obe follow to say case no ebewi na ene na wa my chance say yembra na yeso yembisa no 1 or 2 bia efa this particular issue nyame hira no say wa my this opportunity nye lawyers bia na ombe ma chance say brand nim na ene me be dim comment lawyer nyame hira
okay nyame hira
that's a so am this opportunity.
Okay, all right.